I'm going to talk about the flash floods in Texas and how we could have reacted better. On July 3rd, the National Weather Service issued a flood watch, saying to expect about 5 to 7 inches of rain. On the 4th of July at 1:14 a.m., they issued a flash flood warning. This was an upgrade from the flood watch. Throughout the time of the flood, about 22 alerts were sent out. Many people in the area said they didn't receive any alerts, so their effectiveness is questionable at this point. The worst areas of rainfall received about 15 inches of water, which is double what was expected on the 3rd. The Guadalupe River reached a height of about 29 feet before a gauge measuring its height went offline for about 3 hours. So it's very likely that the river exceeded that height, but we just don't have a way to verify it. Currently, 129 people are confirmed dead, and 170 people are still missing. Camp Mystic was along the Guadalupe River and suffered significant damage. About 27 campers and counselors died during the flood, which is a terrible tragedy. Regardless, Texas should have been more prepared for these floods. Blame is to be easily allocated in this situation. Texas was unprepared as a direct result of defunding both the NOAA and the NWS. The NOAA is the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. It's in charge of things like forecasts, storm warnings, coastal restorations. It's basically an environmentally focused branch of the government. And the NWS is the National Weather Service. It's a branch of the NOAA, it's just more focused on the weather. Both of these departments have received DOGE-related funding cuts. The NOAA was cut by about 11%, that was 800 terminations and 500 buyouts, and the NWS was cut by about 17%, 100 probationary employees were terminated and 500 buyouts. And these NWS cuts are part of the NOAA cuts. Greg Waller, a service coordination hydrologist, said this: "We have adequate staffing. This was us doing our job to the best of our abilities." San Angelos' office had about 4 vacancies out of 23 positions, and San Antonio had 6 vacancies out of 26 positions. Specifically, the San Angelo office was missing several senior level positions, and San Antonio was missing staff directly related to facilitating evacuations. Outside of these very obvious staffing issues, there were also just technological issues. The gauge monitoring the water altitude of the Guadalupe River just went offline for 3 hours after the water altitude exceeded 29 feet, and Kirk County doesn't even have an alarm system because the local government deemed it just too expensive to implement. So Greg Waller is just objectively wrong. More staffing and better technology would have saved lives, and it's necessary to implement these new technologies so we can actually save lives. Instead, Trump has imposed even more cuts to both these programs. Trump's budget bill cuts any of the remaining funding from the $200 million that Biden gave to the NOAA per the Inflation Reduction Act, and only $57 million had been used so far, so the majority of the money is just being taken back. Trump's fiscal 2026 budget proposal also includes a 27% budget cut to the NOAA, and this includes eliminating the OAR, an essential component in improving weather technology. This event in Texas was a tragedy, but we can only expect this to become more and more common when we're cutting these programs that are based on preventing these things from happening. I'll be posting more about this and other topical issues as they come up. Make sure to like and follow to stay up to date.